Hey guys, and a very warm welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl mphobandainfo here. I'm super excited for today's video because I'm talking all things money. And yeah, man, I was actually just thinking about my journey as a teacher and as a young professional, and I realized that I've actually made quite a lot of mistakes, and that is why I'm doing today's video. In today's video, I want to talk about all the mistakes, financial mistakes that I have made that have cost me quite a lot. And before I get into today's video, I do want to talk about the giveaway. The giveaway is still on. I have decided that I'm going to give away a Woolies voucher, and I'm really humbled that there's a lady with a very good heart who approached me, and she is willing to contribute to the giveaway. I think she's going to contribute, like, you know, your body product, your body scrub, body lotion, oil, and things like that. I'm really excited for that. I'm still waiting for her to send me the goodies, and then we will have our giveaway. In the meantime, if you do want to take part in the giveaway, please make sure that you've subscribed to my YouTube channel. You do follow me also on Instagram, and you comment consistently on the channel. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Let's talk about those financial mistakes, and I do hope that somebody's going to learn a thing or two from me, and please don't repeat the same mistakes. So yeah, I think the first one that I'm going to start with is something that we all know about, something that I've spoken about on the channel before, and that is my credit card story. I took a credit card because I wanted to increase my credit score and I wanted to buy a few things here and there. Unfortunately, I misused my credit card. Every time when I made a payment, I would use the credit card again and take all the money and spend it until I missed 2 payments because of that bad habit. And a missed payment on debt is massive. Don't you ever miss a payment. So this is what happened. After missing the payment, it affected my credit score. It affected my credit profile. I didn't actually realize this until I wanted to go buy something on credit. So imagine if you want to buy something huge, something massive, and you can't get it because of a missed payment. It definitely does affect your credit score because it's going to go down, and you won't be able to get anything on credit anytime soon until you pay off the debt. So hectic. I know it was a tiny amount. It wasn't that much, but it did affect me in a negative way. I am sharing this credit card story again only because the last time I didn't mention the consequences I had to face because of it. So yeah, I can't get anything on credit for now. Yeah, so that's a lesson that I have learned the hard way, but it's okay. We learn through mistakes. It's okay. We're here to learn. When I think about everything that I've done in the past 2.5 years, I've only been working for 2.5 years, so I'm definitely bound to make these mistakes, but I'm glad that I've come to the realization of all these things at this age, and I'm willing to do better. The second thing that I messed up big time was investments. So I am a person who believes in side hustles and just trying to make sure that you broaden your income and you know, just have money basically. And I tried to invest. I invested in crypto without any knowledge, and I got scammed. I was scammed 2,000 rands, just to cut the story short. But I think people are obviously going to ask how I was scammed. There was this girl I was following on Instagram, and then she started posting about how she made money. At the time, honestly, it just didn't click in my head. I knew about these crypto stories and forex stories, but I was just so willing to invest at the time. Unfortunately, I thought I was speaking to somebody I was not speaking to, sent the money, and got scammed. The lesson from this is never send money to anybody to trade or to invest or do anything. Rather learn something by yourself and just take it from there. Hectic lesson learned, but yeah, and it is a very embarrassing story for me because I've heard so many stories about crypto and forex, and I still fell for the trap. But I'm not too hard on myself. We fall and we learn from our mistakes. Another thing that really got me down was saving. So initially I had an emergency savings fund, and I don't know what happened, but I decided to chow all the money in my emergency savings fund. I don't know why. And I had an emergency. I needed the money, and the money was not there. So it is really, really important to save, because it's not like I get a salary every week or whenever. I only get a salary once. So I need to always have money to make sure that I'm secured in case of an emergency or just in general, So that really did knock me down, because saving is difficult. It's something that you need to train yourself to do. And it took quite a lot from me, but I'm learning, and I'm hoping that I'm going to start saving and doing better, and just budgeting very well also. And I think another thing that affected this whole saving thing also is just having way too many bills. We find that as young professionals, we are paying for this, paying for that. It just gets overwhelming, and it happens that you can no longer save. So I think also another important thing that I have learned throughout this journey is to cut your bills. Cut those bills. If you don't need something, just cut it off, just do away with it. And then I'm going to move to another important one, that is contracts. This one really had me going crazy. I think I had 4 contracts for Wi-Fi, with Telcom, with Rain, with Supersonic. What was the other one? Okay, the other one was not a contract. Pre-on-tech, okay, not a contract. But I've learned the hard way. So when something doesn't work for me, I'm just one person who wants to cancel it out and start all over again. So I didn't. Oh, and my gym contract, yes. So I have a contract. I read the terms and conditions. I know they told me that if you want to cancel, there's a cancellation fee and all of those things, but just having too many contracts and knowing that a contract is long term, oh my God, hectic. I have had money being debited from my account because of my cancellations. So I would rather suggest that stay away from a lot of contracts. Maybe have one contract, because it's really so unnecessary. I have a contract with the gym, but I don't go to the gym. Like, what's the point? I pay every month for nothing, and then I have to pay for cancellation as well. It's just so much. I really don't have any contracts at this point. I canceled all of them. I don't even want a phone on a contract. Nothing that says contract. I don't want any of it. I'm just done with all of that. And then another thing also is subscriptions. Your Netflix, your Showmax. I have a subscription for my editing app for YouTube. I have a subscription for the music that I use for YouTube. So many subscriptions, and I realized that some of them are just really so unnecessary, and I had to cut them down. You might think that it's just like a small amount, 100 rands, 200 rands, 150, 300 rands, but just all that money going away with all these 5, 6, 7, 8 subscriptions that you don't really need is so unnecessary. And I think if you want financial freedom and financial stability, you need to cut away things that you don't need. Like, honestly, you need to cut away those things. Another thing also is not paying tax. You all know that I am an educator, and SARS does deduct tax automatically from my salary. However, because of my side hustles, my YouTube channel, and all these things, I was receiving money. I didn't declare that I have additional income, and I was surprised to learn that I owe SARS money. It was the shock of my life, and I'm still healing from that. But I just want to advise you guys that if you have an additional source of income, please just declare that with SARS, because when they say you owe them money, it's going to come back to haunt you, and it's really not going to be nice. And yeah, man, I think those are some of the things that I just wanted to share with you. Those things might sound very small, but these things can be really dangerous if not managed properly. Debt is the worst thing you can ever do for yourself. But if you know how to manage it, and if you can stay away from it, please do stay away from it. We are young professionals. We are still trying to figure ourselves. We're just trying to find ourselves in this world. I'm still not in a comfortable position that I really want to be in terms of my finances, my budgeting, and whatnot. But I am really working towards being financially free and just being happy. I think we can all attest to the fact that financial stability and financial freedom is very important, especially in terms of, looking at our economy and just everything that's happening in our country. I mean, honestly, nobody wants to be in debt and nobody wants to be broke. But I really hope that the things that I've shared with you are things that you can relate to and things that you'll learn from. And if you are with me in the same situation, just know that it's a learning curve. We're still young and we're bound to make mistakes. Bye, guys.